My fiance wants me to pay all expenses while we're married, including her prior debt to her parents, while the money she brings into her bank account is used for our additional spending. A good bit of background here. I, 43M, proposed to my fiance, 38F, 3 weekends ago, and we are thinking about getting married next spring or summer. We've been together for approximately 2 years and don't live together, but see each other 3 to 5 days a week. She has a son who's planning to go to university in a couple years, and I have no children. I take care of my mother who has dementia while working remotely at my mother's place. My fiancé owns a house with approximately $180K left in the mortgage, and she has a debt to her parents of $200K, which was used to offset her mortgage. She is also in the midst of a lawsuit from last year for $200K from her ex, not the son's father, who claims that is the amount he put into that house. A couple months ago, she asked if I can pay back the debt to her parents in a lump sum, 80% of my savings, if we get married, and I told her that I'd rather pay off the mortgage so we won't have to pay the bank interest, and she disagreed. She is adamant about paying off her parents' debt, so they can enjoy their money while they're living, to which I agree. I let her know back then that I would like to have my name on the house deed before I make any payments towards that house, including debt to her parents, to which she obliged. The $200,000 she is asking for is about 80% of my current savings. She says she is living paycheck to paycheck, to which I lent her $15K over the past year to help her with bills. I know it's not easy for her being a single mother with a house to pay for. She makes $90K per year and I make $135K. I was planning to move into the house next month, and work from my mother's place to take care of her, while my fiancé and her son are at work and school. I would return to my fiancé's house and hire part-time help for my mother whenever I'm absent. My fiancé disagreed with that plan, but she agreed for me to visit my mother on Sundays, while hiring someone to check in on my mother for 30 minutes 4x per day on the remaining days. This will cost about $1,500 per month. While living with my fiancé, I let her know that I can cover her monthly bills for the house, internet, gas, water, electricity, cell phones and car insurance, but I will not pay anything towards the mortgage and debt without my name on the deed. She agreed. The reason I'm asking for some sort of ownership of the house is because of her past lawsuit, where she threw her ex out of the house, and he was basically a renter from the time they got the house together 8 years ago. He did not have documented ownership. They did so she can secure her mortgage in her name. I want to avoid a similar situation in case things don't work out between us in the future. A couple nights ago, she mentioned that her cousin broke off her wedding plans because her fiancé disagrees on how the finances are split. She asked me, what are your plans for our finances? We spoke about this before, and I told her the same thing. Once my name is on the house deed, I'd like to share monthly bills such that we each have an equivalent amount to spend or save once bills are paid. That is, after bills, she'll have $2,000 left from her monthly pay, and I'll have $2,000 left. This would be easy if we had a shared bank account, but she is against that and wants us to have access to each other's account in case either of us kicks the bucket. After I explained the expense sharing idea, she got furious, and said the man should pay for absolutely everything. I asked her, what if I go broke? What are going to do with the money you'll be saving? She said she'll pay whatever remaining bills, and the money she saves in her account will be icing on the cake for spending money, for which I'd have to let her know about whenever I make a purchase. She has no plan for savings. I told her I disagree with that, and would rather share everything more evenly, but she considers any splitting of bills to be a bad idea. I'm thinking she got influenced by her cousin's breakup. The next day, she said she wants to break up with me through text, because she wants to stick to her plan. How can I salvage this relationship so we both can agree on finances, with neither of us breaking our bank accounts? I already proposed a shared spending account to which we deposit our paychecks into. She totally disagrees with that. Update. She paid me back $11K, for separate $5K and $6K loans, 5 months ago, and borrowed $4K to repair her leaking roof a month afterwards, to which she still owes me. I found out about her ex's lawsuit almost a year ago. From time to time, I'd ask her what the status was, and she'd always say that she heard no updates from her lawyer. The last time I asked was a couple months ago.